Welcome back to Shadows and Secrets, spooky family. Today I'm going to do a quick, creepy Airbnb story. Have you guys ever stayed the night in a scary or haunted Airbnb before? I mean, just imagine you guys, you're paying to stay at a place because you're on vacation and what you pay for is not something that you expect to get. Things start going bump in the night, you start hearing weird noises, objects are appearing in strange places. Just imagine, it's absolutely terrifying. I would pay to stay at a haunted Airbnb, so if you know any haunted Airbnbs, please let me know. I would love to stay in one. That's not what we're here for today. We're going to tell a spooky story I found on Reddit about somebody's haunted Airbnb experience, and it is titled Haunted Airbnb. Wife and I rented an Airbnb in Conroe, Texas, for a wedding we recently attended. It was a nice home in a nice neighborhood. We really lucked out. It was well maintained, even though the furnishings and decorations were from another era. Think 50s with a touch of 70s. Then another recent update likely to make it presentable as a rental. So they're thinking that they got this rental and it was from like a 50s vibe, and then they updated it to be like 70s. So still, it wasn't in that great of condition, but they stayed in it. So as they got comfortable, we surmised that it was likely an elderly relative who they inherited the property from, and they decided to do some short-term rentals. We noticed that there were a lot of coasters on all the tables, so we got the hint that we were sure to use them. At one point, we even started for fun to express out loud something along the lines of, "Don't worry, Grandma, we're using the coasters." And they just passed it off like some joke. I mean, jerks, but that's what they said. So the first night was uneventful, and we woke up and spent most of the day at the wedding. Came back late at night and got ready for bed. Wife and I prefer to sleep in separate rooms, mostly because I snore, but also for the comfort of having our own schedule, and I tend to go to bed earlier. I said goodnight and brought a glass of water to the bedroom. I put the cup on the nightstand and crawled under the comforter. As soon as I was tucked in, I heard the cup fall and bounce around quite a bit. I thought it was odd, as I didn't see a way that it could have been knocked over. I get out of bed and I clean up the mess, and immediately notice I didn't use a coaster. When I was even thinking, I said, "Sorry, Grandma." As I wiped up the spilled water, he said, "Sorry, Grandma." If that was it, there would be no story. But when I looked up for the cup, it was dead center under the bed, standing straight up. I was unable to reach it and needed a broom to gather it in the morning. I genuinely felt like something odd happened. I get back in bed and drift off asleep, and at some unknown hour, there was a loud, close-sounding bang and a terrifying shrieking sound. I have never in my life sat up so straight from the bed in a dead of sleep. That is exactly what I did. From dead to the world to sitting straight up and wide awake. I got out of bed, did a quick clap around the house, not seeing anything out of sorts. I went back to bed. I'm telling my story to my wife in the morning, and she looks almost pale. She said she also heard a loud bang in the middle of the night, and that startled her wide awake. She did not recall a shriek, but said the bang sounded like it was right outside the wall, and it terrified her. I agreed that it was what I experienced as well. Only thing we can figure out is Grandma threw a tantrum for my lack of using the coasters. I kind of wanted to leave a short version of the story on the review, but I felt better just to give it 5 stars and let future guests know what a charming house it was. So that story is interesting. Could it have been the glass having condensation on it when you sit it down? And since he didn't use a coaster, it slid off that way. But that doesn't explain how it ended up straight up in the middle of the bed, or explains the noises that he was having before then and after the fact. And his wife experienced shit too. I don't know, you guys. Let me know what you think of this creepy Airbnb story. Let me know if you guys have ever experienced anything scary in an Airbnb before. I would absolutely love to know. Make sure you smash that like button and follow me so you don't miss any future spooky videos I have in store for you guys. I love you so very much, and I will see you guys later with another spooky story.
Second five.
Bye.
Bye.